matchup on tap, as it'll be the Orbits of San Diego taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Mustang 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
There he goes, left side. Dalvin Cook, touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 57 yards. And the Orbits will strike first here, this wild card matchup. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll look to throw. Complete at the 1. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At their own 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. And they'll begin by running the option. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Here's Jackson. To him as he's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Brings up 3rd down and 16.
Hey, middle.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the 1st down. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10.
And Jackson throwing once more. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, 15-0 here in the first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
By Quinn Williams. An 11-yard loss on the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Set for the second quarter, San Diego in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw here. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. In motion, Slayton. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Orbits continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now Jackson on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Yeah.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson going to change things up a bit. To throw is Jackson on 1st and 10. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Breaks through the contact. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
We changed it.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Report.
On third down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the
Again, Jackson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Jackson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Well, I think everyone who's watching is certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, aren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
19 Tiger, go!
He'll drop to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Oh, the option right is Jackson. And he stopped immediately there. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10. Jackson now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a first and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Get it! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here.
Ready! 70 Timberwolves!
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there. 41 yards.
Go, Reed! Go!
They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Orbits have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are to be... And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 75 yards. And the Ravens are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And now here's another interception. And a short return to the 6-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point on the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Matabike coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This likely a must-have 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins from a yard out. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. Jackson. Flush to his right. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 20! 5, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their end.